Yeah, it's called your brain.
What?
It said, yeah, it's called your brain.
No. From the backside. Stick the drill behind you, like you did. There you go. Yeah. That's how you did the other ones. Okay, you lift it up and then push it closed?
Yeah,
That's very nice. Oh yeah, lifting it up must unlock them. Now push that in. Getting closer. What?
Give it a pinch of if it's solid.
Yeah, if it's solid.
Figure that out before you put all that work into it.
No. Motor's too big for this boat anyways. If I get this motor running really good, maybe we'll use it this summer and then I'll try and sell it.
And then we'll have no boat next summer.
No, the motor. I want to sell the motor, not the boat.
Then we'll have no motor next summer.
I have an 85 horsepower right there that's actually newer than this one.
Then
Sitting
how
in
long
that
did this
car.
one? That's gonna take you a long time to do it. Anyways.
I'll do it next winter.
What's your project? Like that one's done.
Peter, why aren't you in here helping me?
Well,
Yeah,
there.
Peter.
Yeah, what are you gonna do with those two?
The orange and white one?
No, he's talking about those motors over there.
Motors.
Oh, motors. They meant the boats.
I got it now, Peter.
That too. The boats.
I like that one too.
Oh yeah, you don't have all the letters. You can
Stop
take
playing
together
with
and
everything on
sell
it.
something
Move
else.
it. Just heard clicking.
I didn't even click anything.
Stop clicking.
I wasn't.
I was just squeezing the brake. You weren't doing anything.
I can't
Oh,
squeeze the
you're
brake.
the one who does it. Every time I go to get on there, everything's all messed up.
No, it's not. Mommy's just blaming me.
It's
on
in
stuff.
four-wheel
No,
drive,
I
the
just
buttons. You
I
just
can
did it
press-
again. I
press
just
the
saw you do it
brake.
again.
We caught you red-handed.
Mommy's trying to get me in
Not
trouble.
touching anything.
Mommy's trying to get you in trouble. You're the one who's doing it.
I can press the brakes. It's not
No,
gonna
you
do
can't.
anything.
No. That's how you break things.
Yeah, that's why they call it a brake.
Yeah.
Because if you squeeze the brake, it breaks things. Pee on your hat. Hey,
I was saying that his beard. Yeah. There. Let's take this up.
you want them? I don't know if we should even look under there.
It's gonna rip.
I wonder what that is. Oh, that's weird.
That's good. We just replace this.
I wonder what the purpose of that is.
Don't think this is gonna hold you. That just cracked when I stepped on it.
Well, you know, the floor must have been, I bet you the floor was rotted. I bet you the floor was rotted here, and when they tore it up, instead of fixing the floor, they put down new carpet, and then made this piece and stuck it there.
Can we lift this floor up?
Well, if we rip the floor up, we'll have nothing to walk on. I don't really want to do that just yet.
Why don't you take this out?
Yeah.
Right out. It's heavy.
Yeah, it's waterlogged. Seriously, it is. March it,
Get out
March.
of the way. Whoa!
What do you say?
Nothing, I almost jumped. There's like a big 4x4 right here.
Sorry, 4x4. It's a fiberglass coated piece of lumber that acts as I think they call it a keel in a ship. But it's basically adds strength to the hull.
Are you gonna keep this carpet?
No. That's a little piece of carpet. Yeah, well, it's not folding up there anymore, is it?
Yes.
It'll be good for us to grab onto when we're gonna rip the whole carpet out.
Where are you gonna buy the plywood?
Well, I think you're supposed to use marine grade plywood, but that's real expensive, so we'll probably just buy some pressure treated plywood, which is more water resistant, rot resistant than regular plywood, but is not as expensive as marine grade plywood. At least I don't think it is.
Can you bring it back in now?
I could, sure. You think you're ready for it?
Yes.
I still see stuff here. All right, Peter.
Small one or a big one?
Big one out of the back of my truck.
Peter.
Peter.
After that, can we go get a Chills on Daddy, please?
Mark.
What? Mark. Mark. Peter said what? Mark.
Oh, never mind. Never mind. I don't need him. Too tight. These are getting to you. I'm gonna find a container to put the screws in. Just happened to look on the top of the boat deck and saw this used cotter pin sitting there. Took one look at it and realized it's a stainless steel one. Yeah, I bet you it's the one that I'm missing. Either that or it's the one that comes out of the little cross piece that I'm missing to go in that other thingy. In other words, I know I had the metal pin that would go through this right here. And I think maybe the other end of the metal pin probably had this cotter pin going through it. So the cotter pin was sitting right here. That metal thing was probably sitting there too. Somehow, cotter pin managed to stay there all winter long. I don't know what happened to the other thing though. All right, so I changed out that cotter pin. That stainless steel cotter pin actually fit perfectly where I put a regular cotter pin before. So I took that one out and I'm reusing the stainless one there. That one, normally I don't like to reuse cotter pins, but it is stainless steel, and since I don't have any other ones. And then as far as this thing goes, I thought that there was a metal, like a clevis type pin thing that went through here, and then there was a cotter pin that went through it, but I honestly can't remember, and I can't find it. Doesn't mean I won't find it down the road in a little container somewhere, but I do have this stainless steel fastener. If it's long enough, I'm going to see if it's long enough, I'm going to use it. I do not have a stainless nut, but I'm going to use this nut because it's a self-locking. Got that nylon bush and self-locking nut so it won't come off. All right, so I think I have this bar in correctly. It seems to just drop in this hole, and then you hook the top piece up. And right now, it looks like it's in the unhinged position. So I'm going to test it. I'm going to put the motor down. Hopefully I can get it down vertical enough. And then I'm going to put the gear shift lever into reverse. And when I put it in reverse, this should pivot down and lock onto, I think, this bar here. Or is it? No, probably that bar back there that I... No, I don't think that works either. All right, let's see where it pivots onto. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do it out of the water because this boat sits too low on the trailer.
Maybe effective. Really?
No, I ain't going to happen. No, I guess it does latch onto this bar that you can move. Well, I'd have to lift the whole trailer up to get that to happen. I guess I don't need to have it lined up with the bar to just see whether or not the mechanism's going to work correctly.
I heard it.
Yeah, I think it works. I think it's in the locked position now. It's just not hooking on to anything because I don't have it tilted far enough forward. Well, maybe not. All right, so what I'm looking at is I'm looking at this hook right here that I put in. All right, Peter, why don't you go over there and work the that lever. Push that lever on the top there all the way forward. Is that all the way down?
Yeah.
All right, that didn't change anything. Go ahead, pull it back up to the top. All right. Now pull it all the way back into reverse.
Like all the way back.
Yeah. Is that it? None of that changes anything. None of that does a thing.
Is it connected?
Well, yeah, it should be. That rod should. Let's see. I don't know. This rod should push up and keep that locked like that when you put it in reverse, and it's not doing it. Push it to neutral again, up to the top, so it's vertical. Did you do it?
Yeah.
All right, push it all the way forward. All right. Push it all the way back. It's funny, I can hear it shifting inside the gear case, but this rod doesn't do anything. So I don't know if I don't have this rod in the right place down inside here or what's going on. All right, Peter, push it all the way. Is it all the way forward?
No, it's all the way back.
Push it all the way forward.
It's good.
Good as in it doesn't do a damn thing, and not really, no. No, something's wrong.
Now what do I do?
What?
Now what?
I'm gonna have to get the manual out and see whether or not there's something I'm missing here about the way to do this.
Want to put it neutral?
Huh?
Neutral?
Yeah. Might have to drop the lower gear case, put that rod back in, and then put it back up, unfortunately.
You doing that today?
Not right now. Well, I'm going to call it quits for today. Come to the conclusion that I'm going to have to drop this lower unit off again and mess with the alignment of the cam that's on the top of the lower unit. Where the shift rod goes into the lower unit, there's a cam assembly there, and that's what's responsible for pushing up on that rod to lock the latch in reverse. So I'm hoping I just have that cam misaligned. I'm hoping that I didn't inadvertently break the cam on there, because the original one was broken, and I know the one on this one I think was perfectly fine when I put it together, but I may have made a mistake by trying to put that rod down inside there while the lower unit was installed. I think the way it's supposed to happen is the rod should have been installed, and then when you bring the lower unit up and you have everything lined up correctly, it would work correctly. So that's it for today. The mayflies are just absolutely horrible again, and it's late enough in the day I don't really feel like spraying myself with bug spray. I've got some other things I can work on. So all right, take care. Why is the dog loose? Hey Mark, why is the dog loose? How'd he get away?